The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. Rumi. True authority does not come from force or fury. It emanates from inner mastery, wisdom, and presence. The Stoics understood that the path to self-rule begins with silence. In quietude, we cultivate equanimity and gain perspective. Silence opens the gateway to accessing profound truths about ourselves and the world. The most powerful among us wield their immense inner strength quietly. They act from a place of calm authority, undisturbed by passing external turbulence. The sage draws power not from controlling externals, but from self-mastery. In silence, we can hear the soft voice of virtue calling us home to our highest self. We discern how to act with authenticity, integrity, and grace. Silence grounds us firmly in the present, focus unfragmented. From this stoic stillness, we are able to flow with life's inevitable ups and downs. Extolling imperviousness to fortune's whims, the Stoics mastered qualities like equanimity, wisdom, patience, and presence. Emulate the quietly powerful. Master these essential Stoic virtues embodied by those unshaken by external circumstances. Wield immense inner strength. The wise understand that life inevitably brings both fortune and misfortune. True power lies not in avoiding adversity, but in maintaining an inner calm through life's inevitable ups and downs. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, true understanding lies in seeing the advantage in every change. Equanimity is a central Stoic virtue. The Stoics recognized that we cannot control external events, only our responses to them. By cultivating an attitude of acceptance and emotional stability, we remain unperturbed by that which we cannot change. Externals cannot shake the mind grounded in equanimity. View challenges as opportunities for growth, not as burdens to bear. Seek not to eliminate misfortune, but to transform your relationship to it. Meet praise and blame, pleasure and pain with level-headedness. Equanimity allows you to ride out the ups and downs from a place of inner peace. Train yourself to meet both good and bad fortune with an even keel. This is the path to self-mastery. Fluctuations in externals cannot shake the one established in equanimity. Wield this immense inner power by aligning your attitude with the Stoic virtue of equanimity. Cultivating equanimity grants us resilience in the face of life's turbulence. Yet true power extends beyond weathering adversity. It lies in mastering the self. As Epictetus declared, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself, which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. The Stoics recognized that while we cannot control external events, we have absolute command over our judgments, values, and will. Self-mastery comes from exercising this inner authority. Train yourself to distinguish between what is up to you and what is not. Focus your efforts on mastering your thoughts, values, and choices, not on trying to control the uncontrollable externals. Develop the daily discipline of monitoring your judgments and directing your will. Self-mastery is realized when you align your reasoned choice with virtue. Wield the immense power that comes from disciplining the mind. Direct your judgments and values with intention. Make choices guided by wisdom. Master desire and aversion. This lies within your control. Self-mastery requires rigorous and constant training, but grants one strength from within that no external force can shake. The self-mastery of the Stoic grants inner fortitude through alignment of desire and choice with reason. Yet true understanding requires more than logical discipline. It necessitates deep reflection on knowledge gained from experience. As Marcus Aurelius emphasized, wisdom comes from what you've absorbed from confronting life's challenges. While logic governs the mind, wisdom comes from assimilating the lessons gleaned from living. The Stoic sage accumulates insight, not from abstract reasoning alone, but from mindful awareness and contemplation of each lived moment. Experiences, both joyous and painful, provide the raw material from which wisdom arises. Reflect on how you respond to events, observing the judgments that arise. Mine each experience for the wisdom it holds. Maintain presence through all of life's turbulence. Use challenges as opportunities for growth. Distill insights from both triumph and adversity. Develop understanding based on integrating broad experience of life. Wisdom, unlike logic, deepens with time and perspective. True authority comes not just from self-control, but from comprehension of how to skillfully navigate the currents of fortune and misfortune. Develop wisdom alongside discipline for a mind both powerful and profound. Cultivating wisdom grants us deeper understanding from reflecting on experience. Yet we must be careful not to over-attach to the people, possessions, and events that make up our lives. As Epictetus warned, do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. The Stoics understood that overdependence on external things leads to anxiety since they are inherently unstable and impermanent. True freedom comes from non-attachment. Limit your desire for what is not up to you, be it health, wealth, reputation, or relationships. Practice seeing events as indifferent, focusing instead on your response. Do not tie happiness to unstable externals. Be prepared to let go of anything, not your own reasoned choice. Desire, but do not need. In this detachment lies great power and resilience. With wisdom, understand that all external things are transient. Do not cling to what is destined to pass. Find peace in simply doing your best while expectantly accepting whatever arises. Allow others their own path. In detachment, you maintain authority over your inner domain regardless of what comes to pass. Detachment allows us to loosen our grip on uncontrollable externals. Yet we must also cultivate patience to endure the trials that life presents. As Epictetus stated, difficulties are things that show what men are. Henceforth, when some difficulty befalls you, remember that God, like a wrestling coach, has matched you with a tough young man. Trying times test our ability to align with virtue. The Stoic sage retains composure, even in adversity. Patience comes not from avoiding hardship, but from practicing fortitude when challenged. Endure adversity rather than railing against fate. See each difficulty as an opportunity to strengthen inner resilience. With wisdom, understand that hurrying events will not change their unfolding. Fretting over delays wastes precious moments. Practice waiting without agitation. Patience comes from accepting what is beyond your control. Maintain self-restraint when frustrated. With an even temper, you remain unperturbed in the face of events. Patience paired with detachment grants the sage tranquility. Practice patiently bearing inevitable trials while relinquishing attachment to their outcomes. Through calm endurance, challenge becomes opportunity. Patience allows wise action, even in times of turbulence. With patience, we abide life's difficulties without being overcome by them. Yet to fully transcend, we must discern where to rightly focus our efforts. As Epictetus emphasized, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters, so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. True judgment requires separating externals beyond your control from your own thoughts and actions. Train yourself to discern what falls within your sphere of choice. Channel effort away from fruitlessly attempting to control indifferent externals, focusing instead on virtue. Cultivate the presence to see circumstances objectively. Events are devoid of meaning except that which you impart. You alone assign value. Discern wisely what is up to you. Pour your efforts into mastering this domain. With patience, you need not fret over what is not under your control. Maintain the discipline of discernment. It grants perspective on how best to respond to each event that befalls you. Discernment, paired with wisdom, illuminates the path of right action. Discernment grants us perspective on where to focus control. Yet we must not simply master externals and impulses. We must align with our highest nature. As Marcus Aurelius declared, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. The Stoics recognized that to achieve eudaimonia, we must live in harmony with the rational human nature we all share. Authenticity comes not from following external standards, but from acting with integrity to your inner voice. Being true to yourself requires courage and discipline. Train yourself to distinguish surface values from your own reasoned principles. Do not reflexively adopt others' goals and values. Discern with patience which desires align with your purpose. Authenticity manifests when your daily choices align with your unique potential. Wisdom comes in part from contemplating virtue and forming sound judgment. Transform these insights into action. Authenticity is realized when you live according to your highest values with consistency. In this integrity, you become master of your destiny. Authenticity comes from living in alignment with our reasoned values. Yet to choose wisely moment by moment, we must cultivate presence. As Seneca counseled, wherever you are, make use of yourself there. Never act as if you were going to live for 1,000 years. The loss of each day is equal no matter where it is lost. The Stoics understood that a good life is lived with full attention to the here and now. Do not dwell in reminiscing or daydreaming. Anchor yourself in the current moment. It is the only one you control. Regularly renew your presence. Devote yourself fully to your current endeavor. Notice details and appreciate the singular character of each new experience. Do not act on autopilot or habit. Presence is required for discernment and wise action. Focus only on the task at hand. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow yet unborn. The present alone holds opportunity for virtuous choice. Waste no moments pining for the departed or yearning for the unrealized. Humbly embrace the privilege of existence now. Manifest your highest self through living presently. The way of the sage lies not in words, but in deed. Manifest equanimity, self-mastery, wisdom, discernment, patience, authenticity, and presence in your daily life. Wield the immense transformative power that comes from living in alignment with these Stoic virtues. You hold within you the ability to transcend circumstance and flow with the currents of fortune. By mastering desire, embracing acceptance, focusing within, and living presently, you gain authority over your experience regardless of external events. You alone hold the power to assign meaning to each moment. The quietly powerful understand that true mastery comes not from controlling externals, but from self-rule. They act with integrity, unmoved by the passing tide. While transience and change swirl around them, they stand steady, pillars of wisdom and poise. Awaken your inner sage. Allow these principles to permeate your every thought and action. Embody the best within you. Thrive amidst adversity. Wield the immense power of silence. Walk the enlightened path with courage. Subscribe for more wisdom. The journey continues.